bunch of questions. The movie's coming out soon. When do you actually finish? When are you getting your final VFX shots, or will it be the day before?
We will finish the movie the day before it releases.
That's right.
It's that kind of movie. We're constantly tweaking, getting those last visual effect shots in and honing music and all that stuff. But we're almost done.
Yeah, that was a joke answer.
I was joking.
It's gonna be maybe
hopefully before the end of the year.
Yeah, couple weeks from now.
We're right there.
Well, the
We're
thing
really
that
close.
the thing that people don't realize is it's when you finally get the final VFX shots that you can cut a trailer, unlike the others, because you have the shots.
That's right.
You know, it's a completely different beast.
It totally is. And, you know, we've been real sticklers about the look of this thing and trying to get it to a place that we're all really happy with. And fortunately, the studio and the VFX vendors have been incredibly supportive in that case. So.
One of the things about dragons usually depicted in movies and television is you have two legs, I mean 2 feet, and like the hand, like it's basically not what you guys are doing. You're doing what's really D&D, which is 4 leg. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Can you talk about how you decided on the design of the dragons and being a little more accurate to what people know who play D&D?
Yeah. Well, we start with the lore. We start with what's in D&D.
Yeah.
They have very specific descriptions and specifications of what each dragon is, and there's so many of them. And we have a red dragon in this, and so we started with what comes out of the books and all that, but then we added our own sort of twist to it.
Unique tweaks to the characteristics of the dragon.
Part of it is, we wanted to differentiate itself from all the dragons that are out there in popular culture right now, and so we had to give it our own kind.
People love dragons. People love dinosaurs. They love these big mammoth creatures, and we knew we needed to make it something that sets itself apart a little bit from what people are used to and because it's D&D, we have the license to do that because it's all about kind of finding that unique aesthetic. So we're excited.
We worked really closely with the Wizards on the look of the dragons as well.
Wizards of the Coast. Yes,
Wizards of the
actual
Coast,
wizards.
yeah.
We know there are real wizards.
They are kind of like real wizards. No, they were very involved though in the actual design of the dragon. And they gave us tremendously away on a ton of stuff in the lore, but the dragons themselves, there was so much like lore specific stuff about exactly where the fin goes and exactly how the thumb works, and it was really wild. It was really fun diving into that with them because they've done it for 50 years to make the coolest dragons.
Yeah, and our hero dragon, our red dragon, is actually based on a character in the lore. So we're not totally deviating from what people want.
In the clip that you showed at CCXP yesterday, which may have been similar or the same clip you showed at San Diego.
Yeah.
I missed the panel in San Diego. I'm not 100%. You obviously homage and nod to the animated series, which the crowd here lost their minds. And I'm just curious. I was so excited to see that footage. Is there any other Easter eggs that could be in the movie?
As allusions to the 80s
I'm just talking about Dragon's Lair.
Look, we filled this thing with Easter eggs, but we also know that this is the very beginning of our journey, if we're lucky, knock on wood. So, I think there's a big runway and a lot of room to continue to sort of introduce fan favorites, including, some of the more iconic creatures and monsters. But, we didn't want it to be a total kitchen sink
checklist for geeks.
But I will say that the reaction to the 80s characters here and in England is really wild because you find places that show really lived and has lived on generationally, so that dads are showing it to their kids and people have really been with that show for a long time. And here, that was outrageous. The reaction was so big.
And the funny thing about those characters is it's a cartoon and their costumes are pretty broad and bright and colorful, and we wanted our movie to live in somewhat the real world, so we had to sort of tone down some of the color palette from the cartoon, but they're still recognizable as those cartoon characters.
I lost it when I saw that.
That's awesome.
I already have to wrap. I'm just going to say that congratulations on the reaction down here. I really can't wait to see the film.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Appreciate
man.
it.